Urban legend of the vampire in the city. Have you ever thought about what would happen if the vampires in movies were played by real vampires? Would you still be able to calmly watch the entire movie? The film Nosferatu is a rumored movie with vampire actors. It was released in Germany in 1922 and can be considered a pure horror film. The movie itself has no dialogue or intentionally scary thriller scenes. The entire plot relies on the actors' superb acting skills. Just by looking into the eyes of the vampire actor, you would feel like you are staring into the eyes of a devil. It is precisely because of the outstanding performances of the actors that the urban legend of the protagonist being played by a real vampire emerged. In Romania, Nosferatu means homeland of vampires. The actor who played Nosferatu is named Max Schreck. Max is a very eccentric person who likes to be alone and locks himself at home, reducing his interactions with the outside world. He prefers to wander alone in the forest rather than the bustling streets. When the director was preparing to shoot Nosferatu, he couldn't find a suitable person to play the lead role. Just as he was searching for the right candidate, he heard some rumors about Max. Eventually, under the director's persuasion, Max agreed to play Nosferatu. However, Max had one condition: he would only come to the set at night. After the official filming began, the staff started to become afraid because Max's behavior was like that of a real vampire. Firstly, he only filmed at night and sometimes even slept in a coffin. His demeanor and gaze always gave people a chilling feeling. He seemed to know the habits of vampires as if he were a real vampire himself. Furthermore, he once told the staff that he came from a distant and intangible world, which further fueled suspicions about his identity. However, the director paid no attention to these speculations and simply stated that Max was an extraordinary, ordinary person. Strangely enough, after the film was completed, Max seemed to disappear without a trace. It wasn't until the 1930s, when both Max and the director passed away, that these suspicions turned into a legend. As I mentioned before, the prototype of vampires is porphyria. Due to their fear of sunlight, most porphyria patients choose to go out at night. Some patients experience stiffness in their limbs during an episode and even suffer from excruciating facial contortions. This has become the prototype for most vampire movies. Finally, do you think Max could be a real vampire? The world is full of wonders. That's all for today's story. See you in the next episode.